Of Jakarta, Martin.
Hey, good morning, Mans, and hi, folks. You know, minutes ago we just heard the IMF describe the Indonesian economy as in the best shape it's been in about 10 years since the crisis. Our next guest, though, says, well, not so, really. Fine, we do have democracy. It's very young, very messy, but probably more importantly, yes, we have freedom of speech. Yes, we have freedom of the press as well. We have regional autonomy, but what's the point if we've lost national sovereignty, especially over the economy? Joining me now is Amien Rais. He's a very influential political as well as religious leader, former speaker of the People's Consultative Assembly, also former head of the Muhammadiyah, Indonesia's second largest Muslim organization, and also potential candidate for the presidency for elections next year. He joins me right now. Mr. Rais, good morning. Very good to have you with us. Now, tell me first, what do you mean by when you say Indonesia has lost national sovereignty, especially over the economy?
Look, I think the reason why we are still poor because we are not free yet. I believe that the foreign control over our economy is so devastating. 56% of our national banking is dominated, controlled, directed by the foreign corporations. And then if you talk about mining industries, extractive industries, and then 98% of the work contract and contract of revenue sharing are heavily for the advantage of the foreign corporations.
You're saying that there's too much foreign investment in areas like banking, also into mining. This whole issue of what some people have called either resource nationalism or economic nationalism has a lot of foreign investors worried. Are you advocating nationalization?
No, Martin, no. I don't believe nationalization is too far and too radical. Okay. What I want to see is just renegotiation of the work contract so that the people of this country can enjoy, can have a better life by regaining basically our control of our own mining industry.
You think Indonesia needs more share of the resources that comes from its ground?
Yeah, if it is possible and feasible and workable in Latin American countries, in Middle Eastern countries, other Asian countries, I think it is also workable in Indonesia. The problem is that we don't have moral courage to do that. I don't know why. And I think we also believe too far in the market-friendly economy. We tend to forget that market has no mercy and no memory. And market has its own ideology. So I want to take a middle road, not really in a complete domination of the so-called market-friendly economy. Yes. But of course, we have already good experience with socialism. Yes. We came to a shambles in Sukarno era. So I don't know what you call it, a mixed economy or whatever. Yeah. But the main and basic problem is that I want to see our own people can enjoy their own resources in a much better shape.
Okay, let me ask you, you've also been quoted saying that reforms, fine, we have democracy, but reforms have stopped or stalled, and you go so far as to say that Indonesia needs a new leader, not the current incumbent President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono. Are you going to contest the next elections next year?
Most probably, yes. Why not? Because I believe I know the problem. And I also believe I have the capacity to lead this country in the case that I got final support from my best friends. I think I will go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. You also say that the incumbent president, Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, his policies are merely simply a continuation of Suharto's new order. Why?
Yeah. You know, we had been in the embrace of IGGI when Suharto was in power. And then when Suharto stepped down, he was replaced by Mr. Habibie. Mr. Habibie basically didn't do anything to change the economic system.
Doesn't it matter that there's democracy now in Indonesia?
Yes, I mean political democracy is okay, but economic democracy is still far away. Because I want to see democracy in the total understanding and the total meaning. Because there is a possibility that a nation has a good political democracy, but in matter of economic, they have so yielded, so to speak, to the big corporations.
Okay, Mr. Rais, very good to talk to you. Thank you for joining us this morning. We've just been speaking with Amien Rais, our former Speaker of the People's Consultative Assembly, also former head of the Muhammadiyah, Indonesia's second largest Muslim organization, and you just heard seconds ago here on CNBC, he is going to contest next year's election for the presidency. Ma'am, back to you.
Thank you very much for that, Martin Sung. Well, Morning Call is next on Squawk. Chun Lei is standing by.
Bapak yang ngomong negeri malah ya saya maju tapi kalau ditanya